Lalmin Chungwa, and a free kick coming the way of the FC Bengaluru United. After the toss, the teams have changed the sides. FCBU attacking from left to right on your screen, and MEG attacking from right to left. Free kick lined up. What do you think will happen?
Opening minutes of the game and FCBU have piled on the pressure. Here comes a free kick right down the center of the pitch. The referee has a few words of exchange with the wall. Looks like they've moved up from the place he'd marked them in. But here we go. Center of the pitch. The ball's chipped in. And there's that ball in. And the early goal! Opening minutes of the game and FCBU have taken that lead. Looks like it was Vinil Pujari, the striker for FCBU with that goal. Donning the number 9 jersey.
Here we go.
There we have it. Opening minutes. Practically the second minute, in fact, when the goal was scored. MEG with that mistake right down the center with a foul, in fact. Looked like he wanted to make it a tactical foul, but it turned out to be costly for them.
Yes, also the very poor defending, because the free kick was played right in the center of the box over there. And the fastest goal of the tournament so far.
Looks like the goal scorer, in fact, was Irfan Yadwad of number 19, in fact, for FCBU. MEG now need to strike back. FCBU are here for a mission and they've already started off on it. The second minute and there's already a goal. FCBU look strong, they look fresh, but here come MEG as well. Both teams have displayed their fitness through this entire tournament. High press from both the teams. FCBU now trying to keep the MEG attack away from the right flank. Here come MEG again, lots of turnovers of possession. Foul there in favor of MEG now, back-to-back fouls. Thoughts on this? Can MEG convert this the same way FCBU did?
Let's see what's going to happen. Free kick just outside the penalty box on the right flank for the Sappers. Famous for building bridges. Can they build something over here? Here it comes, into the box. The ball still hovering around at the top of the 18-yard box, and that left footer unleashed from almost the center of the field there by the number 22 Amal, and it goes soaring over the goal, and the free kick vested over here.
Suraj Matik, the keeper for FC Bengaluru United, playing his first game of the Stafford Challenge Cup here in KSFA Stadium, Bengaluru. Loud voice there as he urges his team to move up the field. Takes that goal kick. Here come FCBU now. They seem pretty relentless in their attack. They want to get a few early goals. Here they come into the box. MEG had their task cut out and safely into the hands of the keeper for MEG, Pramod Joshi. Pramod now again with that long ball in, but the ball goes out for a throw in to FCBU. Both teams with excellent displays of fitness through this entire tournament. They will look to outrun each other, but it will come down to which team does what at the right time, in fact, knowing when to shoot, when to keep possession of the ball. Throw into MEG now, long ball sent away by the centre back from FC Bengaluru United.
We've had a couple of early goals in the matches before as well, but this is the fastest goal of the tournament so far. And let's see how much the FCBU in all red can do to increase or hold on to that. Holding on has always been dangerous. One goal could come any time. That's what we have been telling you all through this tournament. It has happened very often in the matches that a 1-0 lead has been nullified and teams have escaped with a 1-1 draw. And let's see how much FCBU can do. The Sappers getting another free kick here from the left flank this time. Lined up there by Vishnu Vinod, the number 5 on his screen. Number 15, Imnakum also there. Let's see, what's the tactic? Looks like it's going to be Imnakum who comes up with a lob into the box over here and a lovely header, but this time the goalkeeper, Suraj Malik, alert enough to move to his right and make the collection at the second attempt though. Close goal, no doubt about it. MEG threatening very much to get back on level terms.
Very, very exciting way to start the game. In fact, out and out attacking moves by both the teams. They're hungry for the goals. FCBU successful in their attempt, but they managed to keep MEG at bay here. But MEG with 2 chances. Here comes Nitin, the captain, through with a through ball right down the middle. FCBU played safe back to their keeper. Ajay Alex, the defender for FCBU, playing it safe to his keeper, Suraj Malik. And here come MEG again. They recycle possession back to their centre backs now. Looks like MEG will be playing a 5-man defense, 5-3-2 from MEG. And FCBU, however, have gone for a 3-5-2 formation. Here come MEG now, thundering pace forward, but a miscontrol there. And FCBU back with their possession. Rising for that chip, but blocked away by Ayush, the defender for MEG.
The Reds keeping the ball inside their own territory. Anil Chavan in central defense, in charge of the situation. Roll back there to his captain on the far side, Sushil Mitai. Another stray raid here coming up for FCBU. The goal scorer, but then that through pass intended on the left for Vinil, going into the defense and cleared away at the expense of a throw-in to the FCBU team. On the right, taken quickly. They have the ball once again, playing it among themselves.
The Blues have their task cut out now as FCBU pile on another attack. Lots of pressure on the right wing back from MEG as FCBU tried to attack through their left flank. FCBU still regaining possession. They are excellent at keeping ball possession there. Suraj Malik, the goalkeeper, as well, trying to get way off his line. But here come FCBU. Another attack now. They're very versatile how they attack, in fact. One from the left, one from the right. Never do the same. Here comes another cross in. Diving save by Pramod Joshi. Looked like he had some contact there. Pramod Joshi had to get his hand outstretched and dive in for that ball. The referee goes to check on him. Here comes a replay for that ball. There's that cross. Pramod with that long outstretched arm, and there was a bit of a contact there with the goal scorer for FCBU, but looks like he is going to be okay. He's going to be back up on his feet. With just under 8 minutes gone, and it's already so exciting. Thoughts on how the rest 90 minutes look like for us?
Oh yes, game being played at a very fast clip. No doubt about that, and that's going to continue because early morning, nice weather to play football, ideal conditions. The ground, of course, the artificial turf, well maintained over here. Level playing field, so to say, for both the teams. And certainly a very, very interesting 80 odd minutes remaining in the match. The goalkeeper, Pramod Joshi for the Sappers, coming up with a long clearance over there. Headed deeper into the territory, but not too far. FCBU gaining possession over there. Nikhil Mali trying to work up a move in the centre. And now on the far side over there. Miranda comes up with the lob. This could be another header. Appeal for a penalty over there, but nothing doing, says the referee. Still the danger not averted. Another lob coming into the box on the far side. Nice tactic. But then that centre from the far end, intended there by Selvin Miranda, coming to knot at the foot of the MEG stopper, Ayush, and the ball goes over the line for a corner kick.
FCBU now taking the game right into the heart of the MEG defense. MEG being pushed back, forced to parry away all of their speedy attacks from both the wings. In fact, FCBU with the corner now looks like they might take a shot. However, he signals to his teammate and they will be going for the long one. He swings that ball in. There comes that ball. There is the header. Ball floats in outside the penalty box. Here comes FCBU again with that curling ball in, but MEG still managing to keep them out. The flag stays down as he's very much on side. MEG under tremendous pressure in the heart of their defense. Lovely pressure from FCBU. Excellent play there. Long shot comes in by Selvin Fraser Miranda and the ball goes safely into the hands of Pramod Joshi. Fairly desperate attempt there, but Selvin Fraser Miranda taking his chance. It is the opening minute and they're already in the lead. Under 15 minutes gone and FCBU maintaining that lead. Looked like a close penalty call there. Looks like another challenge, but Suraj Malik manages to control that. Miscontrolled. And he manages to recover. Good recovery from Ajay Alex on that miscontrol. Foul on Nikhil Mali there. Nikhil Mali tried in a good piece of skill, but the MEG defender had a piece of his mind for him. And Nikhil Mali has been fouled. Here is Sudhir Kotikela, the Karnataka boy. He's the right wing back for FCBU. FCBU start off possession again. They want to keep the ball. They move it around the entire pitch. Another run coming in from their attackers. Supremely speedy attackers FCBU seem to be having on both flanks, in fact. How do you think MEG should manage their defense along this?
Well, they were in contention for a place in the I-League a couple of years ago. They did very well in terms of football, but they were not able to accumulate the points in the second division campaign. And certainly a very, very experienced team. They have pieced together a nice combination. Balanced team, I would say. Midfield, forward and the defense. And it's only a question of putting things together on the pitch.
Very well said there. FCBU are coming in with their tremendous track record of having shown that they're a top team in the Super Division as well as potential I-League contenders. MEG do have their task cut out now because FCBU don't look like they're going to let up on their attacks. Here comes a cross down the far flank. Here is another ball cut in. And Pramod Joshi screams to his team to allow that ball on his own hand. MEG have been forced back. Here is another midfield battle ensuing over here. Try to keep the ball. Nikhil Mali trying to get past the MEG left back. Here is Nitin. Nitin was fouled there. Nitin being fouled by Suraj Rawat in the midfield. Good midfield battle ensuing between both the teams. Nitin is the captain of MEG Centre FC.
Both teams almost having equal possession in midfield. Of course, the one goal lead that FCBU have managed to get as a result of rather poor defending by the Sappers gives them the advantage. No doubt about that, but the Sappers coming back very much into the game, piecing together a couple of good moves as well, but the defense holding on. Almost a mistake there by Suraj Malik got them the equalizer as he threw the ball and it hit the defender and rebounded back, but luckily for him the recovery was quick and the danger was averted. Nevertheless, the Sappers threatening to score any time now. A very, very equal contest in midfield, at least, if not up front. And let's see how much they are able to eventually pierce the strong defense that FCBU have put up so far. In comes the centre, right across the field, on the far side on the left flank, but then a poor attempt there by Ahmad Ashrul Haq, and he managed to just put the ball over the goal line with a very, very weak and wayward attempt to center the ball. Goal kick to the FCBU, taken quickly on the attack over there. Nice run down the far side over the pitch over there, but then the ball just goes over the touchline for a throw in to the Sappers.
FCBU have been notorious, in fact, for exploiting the wings. Both their high-flying wing-backs, very, very involved in the game. Today, FCBU have Sudhir Kotikela, the local Karnataka boy, in fact, as the right wing-back. Here comes another attack. A weak attempt there. MEG have a chance to make that count, but very, very well defended. The number of red shirts that pile into the box every time MEG has the ball is tremendous to watch. Excellent work ethic there from the FCBU squad. A long ball has been played in. Pramod Joshi forced to come way off his line, wins that header. He is, however, way off his line, and MEG luckily managing to recover there. A risk that he took, but seems to have paid off.
Very good run there in the centre by Irfan Yadwad, and the ball also lobbed nicely by Sudhir Kotikela. But then the goalkeeper, sensing danger, rushed out of his charge and cleared the ball with a timely header. Throw in to FCBU. Good work there by the midfield in getting the ball over the head of the MEG defence for Irfan. Nice tactic as well, taken the defence by surprise. But fortunately for them, the goalkeeper was at hand to rescue them.
MEG now looking to find their rhythm. We've had about 17 minutes, close to 16-17 minutes of play completed. Early minutes in FCBU were already off the mark. Here come MEG now. Cross comes in, headed away to safety. Nitin, the captain of MEG, with the ball now. Swings that ball in with his left foot, but goes way wide. Not something he would have expected, but MEG are trying in their hands at attack. They are, however, not penetrating the box as well as FCBU did.
MEG not managing to stretch the defence and play the ball wide when in possession. They're trying to probe and come up with forward passes, allowing FCBU to play deep in defence and regroup faster as well. As you said, a lot of red shirts falling back rapidly in the face of a counter-attack. And in that sense, the Sappers would do well to stretch the ball wide on the wings and then try to come up with a through pass. Sudhir Kotikela at the moment for FCBU on the right flank, but cut away nicely. And this one, long back pass from Vishnu Vinod to his goalkeeper. Cleared away. Ashraf with the header. The Sappers still keeping possession, but I think that ball went off the foot of Nikhil Mali, and it's been given as a flag kick.
A wild kick there from Shubham Rana, number 24 for MEG. His teammates not happy about that. He's just gifted FCBU with a corner kick.
But I thought the ball hit the number 72, Nikhil Mali.
Yeah, absolutely. It did look like a skim, but it did skim off the edge of the pitch, and it has gone for a corner kick. In fact, it was spotted by the linesman there and awarded as a corner kick. Here comes FCBU now, swings that ball in, a low one, carried away by FCBU. Here comes another cross, low one again. FCBU aiming to get their crosses in whipped and low. Any deflection there, it could even be an own goal. So good strategy from FCBU. Unlucky this time. They still hold on to the ball. That seems to be a bit of their forte. The minute they lose the ball, they are absolutely breathing down the necks of their opponents.
Sudhir Kotikela trying to work up another move there for Nikhil Mali, not succeeding. With Vishnu Vinod keeping a very firm eye on Nikhil Mali on the left, not allowing him a free run at all. Got the better of him on many occasions here in the game so far. Here they are in the duel once again. The clearance from Vishnu, but only up to the centre. Sudhir Kotikela, and now to Nikhil Mali. Back to Sudhir once again on the right flank, but that's it, hastily done over there. And Sudhir puts the ball over the line for a goal kick to the Sappers.
Excellent build-up again from FCBU. Managed to break through the MEG defence and the midfield lines with short passes. They are good at their aerial duels as well. But Sudhir Kotikela with that wayward pass, and he's wasted that opportunity for FCBU. However, they do look fairly strong. Here comes Pramod Joshi, the keeper for MEG Centre FC, the Sappers, with that goal kick. Now he sends it high and long into the FCBU Well blocked there. Anil Chavan, the defender for FCBU, with that shield, manages to keep the MEG wingers and the strikers from controlling that ball, and it's won FCBU a throw-in.
Interestingly, the match commissioner, Murthy Ji, a former reputed referee, was also a midfielder for the MEG, along with Stanley Rosario, and I wonder what would be going through his mind as he watches his former team go through the motions in this tournament, the Stafford Challenge Cup. He himself played a couple of times way back in '93. That lovely shot there from the middle of the pitch by Nitin, but the ball just going wide of the right upright.
Nitin, the captain for MEG, will look to lead his team, lead the attack, and they will definitely look to answer FCBU's goal with one of their own. Lovely track back from Nitin again. Blocked away, and FCBU have yet another opportunity. Run down the edge of the box. Looks like he'll take another touch there. Cross comes in, blocked away, and it goes for another corner kick to FCBU. Relentless effort, and the Sappers are being pushed deep into their own half and forced to defend the FCBU attacks.
The third corner of the game for the FCBU team. And let's see what they can do with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red shirt at the inside the 18-yard box, and 2 just outside it, waiting for a rebound or a clearance. Here it comes on towards the right, but cleared away once again to the center of the field.
FCBU displaying some extremely high intensity of football, forcing MEG back into their own line, and looks like the flag will go up, but however, I think he also knew he was in a fairly offside position. Does an attempt to go for that, and a throw into MEG and Centre FC. One would only imagine, with this level of intensity that they're playing in the early minutes, will they be able to manage their energies through the entire 90 minutes? It would be a management of game from the coaching staff as well. What are your thoughts on how players are going to manage their energies given how high they're pressing?
Oh yes, certainly. They look fit enough to last all the 90 minutes. Of course, they have the opportunity of making substitutions, 5 in fact. So I don't think that's going to be a problem, especially in this weather. Maybe a 1:30 match would have been a little more problematic, but not at this time of the day. And I'm sure the two teams will last out the full course of the match without problems.
Absolutely, absolutely. Both teams looking very sharp there. Lovely control from Ahmad Asrul. Edge of the box and cleared away to safety yet again. Here comes another overlapping run and an attack down the left wing. Like FCBU is still trying to hold on to their ball possession, but given away for a throw-in. MEG now, as they distribute the ball around. Vishnu K. Vinod with that long ball. An attempt of an attack from the right flank. MEG with that cross in, but it is too high, too wide, and nothing comes off that. The coach for MEG absolutely unhappy with that effort. He has quite a few instructions that he's giving to his team at the moment. But their task cut out here, as FCBU still lead the scoreline by a goal of 1-0 against the Sappers. Sappers seem to be creating quite a bit of gap between their midfield and attack. A long ball lobbed in and just above. Excellent effort there. He took a chance, he went for it, and the ball sailing just above the crossbar. Suraj Malik did not expect that. And unlucky for MEG, the MEG centre back here with that attempt, but unlucky effort.
Things hotting up. So is the weather. And let's see the answers coming from MEG. Right now they have a throw-in. Vishnu Vinod. Back to his stopper, Deepak Kumar. And now Ayush coming up with a long crossfield pass on the right flank, but got away nicely by the big back there for the FCBU on the far side. Ajay Alex. Ball rolled back into the Sappers territory. They've always been outnumbered inside the box by the red shirts, and they would do well to play a little more of the passing game in midfield, indulge a little more of the back passes to draw the FCBU out of the box and then attempt. A lovely through pass this time from Sudhir Kotikela. This could be dangerous, but Nikhil still has the ball with him and still comes up with a centre. A lovely header there, and that's a goal. That's goal number 2 for the FCBU. No doubt about it. The MEG defence almost watching helplessly over there as a lovely pass from Sudhir Kotikela to Nikhil Mali, and Nikhil Mali was able to dribble the ball a second time as well before he was checked. Came up with a low centre, and the stoppers once again caught napping with Selvin Frazier Miranda coming up with a low diving header, and the ball racing into the far corner. Exactly the same spot where Nikhil Mali, I beg your pardon, Irfan Yadwad had put the ball in, and so it's the FC Bengaluru United 2, MEG Centre 0, as the referee blows for the liquid break or the hydration break or the water break, whatever you would call it, and the players troop out to refresh themselves.
A very, very exciting 25 minutes of play done. Close to 30 minutes, in fact. That goal by Selvin just before the referee called for the hydration break. FCBU in a commanding lead at the moment. They've taken 2 goals to the FCBU defense, and Pramod Joshi is not going to be happy with that. Conceded 2 goals in the first 30 minutes, and it is quite a bit to come back from. MEG have their task cut out, but the game is not over, and if anything, the last few matches and the last few days have proven it's how good the teams can come back from anything. In fact, in Kickstart are a prime example of that, given their efforts in the first 2 games where they'd come back from a scoreline of 0-2, the first one to win the game 3-2 and the second one to draw 2-all. So never say never. MEG have a lot of time left to score, to put in their goals. The coaches instructing them in terms of what to do, and we will resume play at the moment.
Somehow the MEG defence has been caught napping very often. The stoppers have not been agile enough to block the lobs or the centres there from both sides. And I paid the penalty, and that too, the ball inside the 6-yard box. What's happened is that they are stationing themselves behind and in front of the goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper is also unable to come up and do something to tackle those deliveries, because the goalkeeper who rules the 6-yard box, at least, if not the 18, will always be at an advantage. Once you allow the ball to be lobbed into the 6-yard box, you're asking for trouble.
Absolutely. MEG making quite a few mistakes down there. Been caught napping quite a bit, like you'd mentioned. But now's the time for them to wake up. And fortunately, another mispass in the MEG defense line. MEG's defense, Vishnu Vinod and Deepak Kumar having a little bit of a miscommunication there, and the ball goes again in favor of FCBU for a throw-in. Nikhil Mali with that control. Sudhir keeps that ball possession in. Sushil Maite, the captain, spaced that out. And now we're back into an attack from the FCBU. As they look for a long switch there, forced the MEG midfielder, Ahmad Asrul, to head that away to safety. However, still have the throw-in in their hands.
The best goal difference in the tournament so far. FCBU scoring 6 goals, of course, as much as Kickstart as well, but then they've not conceded any so far. That gives them a very, very good advantage, and also shows that they have been very, very tight and compact in defending.
It is interesting to note that FCBU have been one of the few teams to rotate between their goalkeepers. Suraj Malik, the keeper for FCBU, playing his first game of the Stafford Challenge Cup. Another cross comes in, a forced save there by Pramod Joshi. Looks like MEG have succeeded in keeping FCBU out, but another dangerous threat there. Like I was saying, the keepers for FCBU have been rotated, both of them managing to hold on to their clean sheet. Shows the versatility of the squad and the depth of the squad, in fact. So exciting to watch FCBU play this Stafford Challenge Cup here at the KSFA Stadium, Bengaluru, this fine Monday morning.
Pramod Joshi just now coming off his charge to intercept that lob inside the 6-yard box, and had he done that on a couple of occasions earlier, the scoreboard might have been quite a different show over here. But then there was not to be, as he lies down there injured as a result of the diving attempt by him to fish the ball away. The game held up briefly over there.
MEG coaching staff will be going through a bit of a dilemma, given Pramod Joshi is their main keeper. They haven't switched him up in the tournament yet. He has been a starter in the previous win against FC Deccan as well. What do you think would be the mentality of the coaching staff, given that their potential main goalkeeper might be injured?
Well, they would be saying some prayers, hoping that he's all right. The game gets underway. The Reds very, very happily perched there in the game so far. And they don't seem to be in any mood to allow the liberties to their opposition at any point of time, either in midfield or in defense. They've held up briefly. The referee walking up to the fourth official to have a word, possibly to caution the technical staff or a substitute. The yellow card comes out of the pocket.
There seems to be a bit of a dialogue there between the fourth official. He is instructing the main referee to have a check, like have some form of an issue with the MEG warm-up. They've given a yellow card, a strange turn of events here. And it looks like he's carded the coach as well as the player who was
Two substitutes have been
two substitutes have been carded.
warned. Possibly they strayed into the area where they're not supposed to in doing their warm-ups, because it causes problems to the assistant on the far side. So in any case, two substitutes being booked there by the referee. For the first time, I am seeing this happen at the football stadium.
First time for me as well. This is very, very strange to watch, as two substitutes from the MEG squad have been carded without even having stepped onto the pitch.
Of course, they can be. No doubt the rules permit the referee to give the yellow card to any of the players or the named substitutes or the officials, the coaches or the technical staff named on the sheet. But then it rarely happened in football over here, but the referee and the fourth official very firm in dealing with those lapses, and out goes the yellow card to the two of them. A lesson probably to the others as well, not to overstep the line.
Firm decisions there from the referee for the day, Sri Kumar Narayan Pillai, as well as the fourth official, Ritesh Rajaram Parsekar. Need to respect the referee's call at the end of the day. And here comes another FCBU attack, but Pramod Joshi steps off his line and manages to control that ball before Vinil Pujari, the striker, could get to it.
I think there's going to be a change in the goalkeeper from what activity the MEG bench suggests it could be Syed bin Abdul Qadir coming up to replace Pramod Joshi, who was possibly injured, but also let in 2 goals. Of course, no fault of his, I would say. The defense is more to blame than the goalkeeper.
Absolutely, gaping holes in the defense is what allowed the strikers to get through in the first place. The keeper is not someone who can be blamed in times like these. Here we are, as we are inching close to the end of the first half. 35 minutes of play done. A long ball switched in down the right flank. FCBU thundering down, trying to keep that in. Got a failed attempt there by Sudhir Kotikela as he races past to the right flank, but unable to keep that long ball in.
Anil Chavan trying to send down Sudhir Kotikela, bounding down the right flank, but played far too deep and fast for his comfort, not able to control it. From what I saw him in Ahmedabad, he also appears to have put on a little more muscle and certainly has slowed down a little. Lalmeng pulled up there for a foul on Nikhil Mali, a dangerous tackle, and out goes the yellow card once again.
Captain for MEG having a few words of discussion with the referee. He is questioning his decision, but at the end of the day, the referee's call is final and the teams will have to accept that. The foul being committed there on Selwyn Fraser Miranda, one of the goal scorers for the day. Looks like will be back up on their feet. Selwyn steps up to take that free kick for FCBU now. Can FCBU make this the third? Looks like the substitution has been made. First goalkeeper substitution, in fact, in today's game. Number 40 for MEG, Syed bin Abdul Qadir, has been brought on for Pramod Joshi. Look like Pramod Joshi did take a bit of a tumble and he has not had the best days, conceding 2 goals in the opening 35 minutes, and here we are.
I think Deepak Kumar was also given the yellow card by the referee for questioning the decision. So 2 yellow cards for 1 offence.
Ball is swung in there. FCBU still testing the edge of the D and forcing the newly brought on Syed bin Abdul Qadir on a first save. The very moment he's brought on and he's immediately tested. Suraj Malik, however, the FCBU keeper, not being tested as much, I would say. FCBU quickly take that short corner, swings that ball in, header 1 there, and the ball goes out for another corner kick. They take it short, they take it quick, surprising their opponents, but a diving header there for MEG, clearing the ball away. FCBU still holding on to their ball possession. Excellent at moving the ball, FCBU has been. Sudhir now on the ball. Sudhir managing to lose the ball there. He lost control of that ball now. But FCBU still hold on to that possession. MEG must be getting frustrated not having seen the ball at all.
Oh, surely the Reds all over them. But I am also surprised at this substitution of the goalkeeper, unless he was injured and unable to continue, because Abdul Qadir is already on a yellow card without having gone onto the pitch. So another yellow would mean that he would have to be sent off. So I don't know why the coach decided to eventually have him on the field.
Looks like the coach is taking a chance here with his goalkeeper. Like you rightly mentioned, he is on a yellow card without having stepped onto the pitch. A first for this team. The first as far as I've seen for sure. But here we have MEG on another attack down the left flank. We have Shakil Muzib. Shakil passes that ball to Vishnu. Vishnu crosses that in, diving header to clear that ball away. And FCBU managed to regain possession of the ball. They have been brilliant at holding on to the ball as much as possible. And the flag goes up for an offside call. Good call there by the linesman. He saw the wings of FCBU being off the line from what MEG had set, the defense line from MEG, a few steps ahead. And an offside call has been rightly made. Long switch of the ball there as he finds Ahmad Shakil. Seems to still hold on to the ball, and the first defensive move from Nikhil Mali, who drops in very, very deep to help out his winger Sudhir, and the ball goes out for a corner kick to MEG. MEG will have to make something of this corner kick. They will have to get back on the score sheet, or FCBU are still going to comfortably be in a lead of 2-0.
Let's see how much they can make use of this award here for them. And it comes lobbed high and deep over there, but the goalkeeper alert enough to move out of his charge and collect. The Sappers getting nothing of it. The counter on the far side of the pitch there, FC Bengaluru. United, certainly they are very much united in defence. There's another chance there, but the goalkeeper coming out of his charge to deny Irfan Yadwad and intercept him.
Close call there. FCBU's strikers are absolutely taking the game into the heart of the defense for MEG, and they have been pushed back significantly. Lots of 1v1s as well. Here they come again. Manages to keep the ball, and referee has called the foul in favor of FCBU. Irfan Yadwad being fouled bang in the middle of the pitch.
The Sappers finding it very difficult to contain the onslaught of the Reds. Let's see how much FC Bengaluru can do to find the net once again. In comes the centre into the box, but cut away there by Vishnu Vinod. The ball hovering at the top of the box. This could be another goal. Irfan Malik, but Irfan Malik, after working his way past two of them, comes up with a rather weak placement straight into the hands of the goalkeeper.
That was an excellent piece of skill there by Irfan Yadwad. He sent the defender clipped on his ankles. Superb skill, an ankle breaker as someone would call it in today's terms, but superb move there. He faked the defender completely and threw him off his angle and took that shot there, but could have definitely made something of it. That would be a super goal if he had slotted that in, but MEG still holding on to just having conceded 2 goals there, not anymore. Linesman raises his flag and it goes out for a throw into FCBU.
If you see FC Bengaluru United almost allowing only Irfan Yadwad to be up front, with all of them falling back in midfield and defense as well. They are regrouped wonderfully well in the face of an attack from the MEG team, and that's how they've been able to keep the scoreboard blank as far as they are concerned. Not allowing the Sappers any liberties at the top of the 18-yard box or even in midfield. And MEG making the mistake of trying to lob every ball into the box and not being able to break the defense.
Definitely. Here we go again on an FCBU attack. Like I mentioned earlier, FCBU have adopted a 3-5-2. Now MEG have a chance at making that count, but superb defense there by Anil Chavan, the centre back for FCBU. He's been rock solid, holding the line, holding formation, holding position. No mistakes from him. FCBU comfortably involving their keeper as well in the process, but good play there. FCBU, the referee says to play on, looked like there was a handball, but Nothing doing. The referee's call is final. Here comes another one. Down to the edge of the D at the left top corner. Blocked there. He blocked that shot. Superb work. FCBU hold on to their possession. They're absolutely relentless. An offside flag, in fact, goes up. Offside flag has gone up. MEG FCBU quickly start off play. They've been known for this. Quickly starting off play, catching their opponents off guard.
Let's see what Tappers can do with this move down the left, but that pass there from Sheikh Mujib cut off the ball hitting the wing back Sudhir Kotikala and going over the line for another flat kick to the MEG team. Is going to be Shubham Rana to take that award. He's leaving it alone and walking up to the top of the penalty box. Lal Ming now with the award. And let's see what Lal Ming can do. Almost the entire FCBU team inside the box over there. All the 10 of them with the goalkeeper as well. And that comes on the far side, but the header from the stopper. That's Deepak Kumar going over the Sappers goal line. And MEG still not able to find the way out to reduce the margin. FC Bengaluru United 2, MEG 0, the scoreline at the moment at the KSFA Stadium here in this Stafford Challenge Cup football tournament encounter.
Here come FCBU yet again. They've clearly managed to win the midfield battle, I would say. They have gone on a fairly heavy midfield. They've only adopted 3 centre backs. They've gone for a 3-5-2 formation. With a missed pass there and another miscontrol from MEG. FCBU quickly recovering their missed pass. One thing that's definitely worked for FCBU is how well they've managed to recover when they lose possession. What set them apart here.
We are almost into the end of the added on time. 3 minutes in this half. The scoreboard still remaining FC Bengaluru United 2, MEG and Centre 0. The referee having a look at his watch, and there goes the half-time whistle. So at half-time, the FC Bengaluru United very, very comfortably placed. They got a goal in the very, very first minute of the match, as it was Irfan Yadwad who put the ball into the net of a free kick taken there by Laishram. And then in the 28th minute, it was Nikhil Mali who managed to come up with a good centre, and the midfielder, the left winger, Selvin Miranda, coming up with a low diving header to send the ball into the net. So that's how the 2 goals came. So at half time, FC Bengaluru United 2, MEG and Centre 0.
And we are back with the second half here at the KSFE Stadium, Bangalore. MEG and Centre FC versus FC Bengaluru United. Both Bangalore teams, in fact, fighting for the qualification. FCBU with a comfortable 2-0 lead against MEG. The Sappers, FCBU, have managed to dominate the first half, in fact, attacking very versatile from both the wings. Here they come again now. FCBU still holding on to that possession. MEG have been pushed back. There has been a lot that they have to work on, but MEG need to get back on their feet. They need to get those 2 goals and equalize. Here comes another lovely ball right down the center. Will this be the third? And blocked away by the substitute goalkeeper who was brought on, Syed bin Ahmed. Superb ball there. He wasn't offside as well. Put himself in a fantastic position, but FCBU managing to not convert that for themselves, and that could have been the third goal. They take the corner, fairly short in fact. Corner taken in. FCBU still holding on to that possession that they've had. Will that cross come in? Lovely defense. Scuffle between 2 players. He has gone down. The cross does come in. Looks like there was an attempt for a header. He's cleared that away. And FCBU, notorious for these early attacks. They did the same in the first half as well, to get those early goals, and they managed to get one, in fact, in the first half, and the ball goes out for a throw-in.
Well, FCBU also brought in a substitute, Subha Ghosh, coming in on the far side, and he was the one who just failed to find the target. Free placement being blocked there by the goalkeeper, Abdul Qadir, and the scoreboard still remaining 2-0 in their favour. No doubt they have absolute control over the match so far. Another 45 minutes remains for the Sappers to do something and salvage something out of this, because this is a very crucial match for both of them in terms of qualification. And if the scoreline stands as it is, FC Bengaluru will have almost 1 foot to the semi-finals. They still have another match to come up, but then 6 points would certainly see them with the best possible chance in the group to qualify. So let's see. The game held up briefly. Throw in FC Bengaluru United from the far side.
FCBU. Shot blocked over there. Another advantage that FCBU seem to have is also the goal difference. They've scored the most number of goals, having conceded none, so their goal difference is the highest in the group so far. So setting themselves in a very comfortable position to qualify to the semi-finals if the game continues as is, and if they don't concede any more goals to MEG as well.
Coming closer and closer to finding the net once again. Miranda tries to work the ball deeper into the area. A handball there. Free kick to the Reds. Almost at the center of the half. The referee, as you see on your screen, measuring the 10-yard distance from the place of the infringement. It's going to be, I think, Suraj Rawat with that free kick. He sells the dummy, and the chip comes into the box over there, but the goalkeeper alert enough. Abdul Qadir, the chip from Laishram, but before any of the others could get to it, Abdul Qadir rushes out of his charge to take control of the situation. MEG on the attack.
The FCBU players, however, have quickly managed to recoup. They've managed to reorganize themselves and have found themselves in the winning end of that possession. Yet again, a throw into FCBU now. Sudhir Kotikela takes that for his team. FCBU hold on to their ball possession. A lovely through ball in, and the flag goes up. Offside flag has gone up for the substitute Shubha Ghosh, who was brought on in the second half. Couple of attempts there. The first one in the opening minutes of the second half, which he had missed in fact, and was saved by Abdul Qadir, the keeper. A throw in again to MEG in fact this time. FCBU will need to get their defense reorganized, but MEG still trying to get those goals, still trying to break away from this extremely high intensity of the FCBU press. And here we go again. Safely into the hands of the keeper for the day for FCBU, Suraj Malik. Suraj is playing his first game in the Stafford Challenge Cup today. So far, no mistakes. He's not been tested as much as well. Lovely defending there from the FCBU backline.
Okay, Alex on the far side towards Nikhil Bali. Back to Laishram. Strong tackle there, coming from the number 17, Sheikh Mujib. The referee blows for a foul. Free kick, FCBU from inside their own territory. Taken quickly. Shubha Ghosh, full of energy and enthusiasm after coming in. Fresh over there.
Excellent pressing again by FCBU. They have managed the energies to not let up on their high intensity of press. The left back Bedeshwar Singh takes that throw in. Superb gameplay from FCBU here. A long switch down to the right wing and the offside flag has gone up. Looks like he was in an offside position and had stepped back on to an onside position to release the ball, but that was a little bit too late. FCBU still hold on to their possession. Lovely one-touch passing there, intercepted. Sudhir Kotikela, Karnataka boy, in a tussle. And the ball has been deflected safely yet again. MEG need to find new, more creative ways to get through the FCBU defense. They seem extremely compact, extremely organized. You can see every single one of their midfielders fall back into place. So just playing in long balls might not be the best idea. But here comes another cross and blocked away yet again. Nitin, the captain for MEG, with that long switch down to the left flank, but FCBU still managed to hold them off. They're in no hurry right now. FCBU keeper has come off his line, given the ball away to one of his defenders there as they recycle possession. Here comes the ball now from MEG. The flag stays down. He is onside. Dribbles inside the box. Beats the defender. Too little, too late. However, still holds on. Too much of a scramble there. Shot blocked. And lovely defending from FCBU.
Once again, 5 of them inside the box to prevent that counter from getting into the net. They do it successfully. Of course, there was some delay on the part of Sheikh Mujib to either take the shot or produce the final pass. He tried to work his way a little squarer to open up the angle for a shot, but then by the time he was outnumbered, and finally the ball cleared as well. Right now, there he is again, Sheikh Mujib, the number 17 on your screen, coming up with a pass on the far side towards Imnakum. Imnakum comes up with a center to the box over there, but the goalkeeper, Suraj Malik, rushes out of his charge and makes the collection. Setting up a counter-attack, a lovely through ball there, but forcing the goalkeeper off his line. Abdul Qadir doing a good job so far in the match. Recipient of a yellow card from the referee before he came onto the pitch. The captain, Nitin, plays the ball back to his stopper. Naveen, come on in the second half. And now Deepak Kumar. Back to Deepak again. Naveen, the 21 on your screen. Nitin, the number 11. Comes up with a nice through pass there, but again, the flag goes up for Sheikh Mujib for being in an offside position. And he was absolutely visibly offside, there's no doubt about that. In the hurry to go through that gap, he was offside. Free kick to FCBU.
MEG definitely need to switch up a few things in their attacking play if they want to break through the FCBU defense. They still seem to be relying a lot on their long lob balls, but not too many breakthroughs. However, FCBU sit tight, sit compact, win their headers. FCBU defense not being stretched enough to find the gaps, but there are MEG with a throw-in. Deflected away by Vedeshwar Singh for a throw-in to MEG now. The captain, Nitin, wearing the number 11 jersey, looks like he will be taking that. Takes a shot to the substitute, Naveen, who had just come onto the pitch, who had been subbed on at halftime. Good ball movement from MEG, but FCBU have looked like they've pretty much parked the bus at this point and are going to be functioning on their counter-attacks.
Well, I would say the bus hasn't moved from there.
Absolutely. And straight into the hands of the keeper, Suraj Malik. Another effort in vain for MEG. As the MEG striker, they would be looking to put their team on the score sheet. They would be looking to make a difference.
They are coming more into the attacking picture in the second half, and FCBU under a lot more pressure than they have been in the game so far. Free kick, common lob over there, the ball hitting the referee and given to the player who had the last touch, Suraj Rawat, and now Nikhil Mali, number 72, coming up with a long pass intended on the far side for the substitute. Jurva, number 7 on your screen, but the goalkeeper, Kadir, alert enough to once again save the situation for him and his team. FCBU on the attack once again. A nice centre. This could be a goal number 3. Yes, it is. A nice square pass there from Selvan Miranda and into the box. There was no MEG defender there, and the substitute Subha Ghosh managing to crash the ball into the net with a firmly placed right footer. FCBU 3, MEG 0 at the moment.
FCBU now making that look very easy. In fact, Subha Ghosh with that brilliant round down the centre as the cross came in from Selvan Fraser Miranda, who is also a goal scorer. So all-round performance from Selvan, being an assist provider as well as a goal scorer. So excellent play from his side. He will be happy about that performance that he's put up today. Subha Ghosh, the substitute, getting in a goal, getting on the score sheet straight off the bat. MEG now pushed back. They have been found on the back foot right now. MEG still in the lead as we inch closer to 1 hour here of playtime. 58 minutes gone, inching in close to the 60-minute mark as FCBU lead MEG by a scoreline of 3-0. Stupendous performance from FCBU. They're making the midfield battle look easy. They're making finishing looking easy. A little bit of a fumble there and a tactical foul committed to slow down the game. Good call by the captain, Sushil Mehte. Looks like the substitute, in fact, Subha Ghosh, has gone down. He will be checked by the referee. Hope that he is better. He's okay. Like a bit of a cramp there, but the physio will check into that. As MEG are close to taking a free kick, they will want to make this free kick count so they can bring the goal difference down at least.
FC Bengaluru United now become the team with the highest number of goals scored. 7. So to kickstart to 6. Free kick MEG. And let's see what Nitin can do with this award to salvage something for his team.
Kickstart's goal difference would be 5, in fact, given they had won the first game 3-2 and they drew the second game 2-all. As MEG here looking to bridge that gap, close down that goal difference. Nitin, the captain, stands tall over the ball, swings that ball in, chips that across, and the header comes in, cleared away. So close. There was an appeal for a handball there. not given at all. A long run made in. FCBU relying heavily on their counter attacks. They've been absolutely excellent on these counters, but MEG managed to stay safe, stay lucky this time. Superb work ethic from the FCBU squad as MEG make another switch now down to the right flank. They find Imnakum. Imnakum sends it back to his captain, Nitin. Nitin plays the ball down to the midfield. They find his midfielder, Ahmad Asrul. Ball is switched again. Long ball right down the center. Ajay Alex stands tall, heads that away to safety. FCBU have been having a dominating performance even down right at the center of the penalty box. Still holding on to their possession, but blocked away there. A few weak attempts here and there for MEG, but nothing of absolute certain as FCBU come yet again. He finds his midfielder down the left flank. Jurwa, the substitute. Jurwa finds Vedeshwar. Vedeshwar in a tough battle there, and the foul has been awarded in favor of the captain and number 11 of MEG, the Sappers, with that free kick.
The Sappers threw whatever they could into the attack in the second half to try to apply pressure on the FCBU defense, but in the bargain they left their defenses open and paid the penalty, conceding one more goal. So let's see how much they can do to come back. FCBU again on the attack. The substitute, Jurva, on the far side, building up an attack. Nikhil Mali now, the number 72 on your screen. Plays it back onto the overlapping Lashram. But Lashram has been dispossessed. The ball put over the line there by Sheikh Mujib for a throw into the FCBU from the left flank, deep inside the Sappers' territory. Put over the line there by the substitute Jurva, throw in MEG. Nitin, the number 11 there on your screen, coming up with a long lob intended on the far side on the right flank for the number 17, Sheikh Mujib. The ball goes over the line for a throw in once again to FCBU inside their own territory.
FCBU have now established a comfortable lead over the Sappers. 3 goals to 0. Goal scorers, all 3 different goal scorers for the day. Irfan Yadwad. We have Selvin Fraser Miranda as well as the substitute Shubha Ghosh as goal scorers. Versatile attacking front they've got. FCBU. Good performance by the Reds today so far. 1 hour of football gone, but we still have half an hour to play. So the game's not over until it's over, and MEG still have a chance.
Oh yes, a lot of time left. But then the question is, who's the goal scorer for the Sappers? Or who could be the goal scorer?
Definitely, Sappers looking for that one moment of glory. Sheikh Mujib, the striker, has not had too much of a success. But Sappers need to find that rhythm, they need to find that momentum. Sheikh Mujib drops in. Nitin, the captain, still holding on to possession of that ball. A long chip comes in right down the center, but make no mistake, the centre backs have had a fair strong hold. Looks like the ball's gone out for a corner kick, a fumble over there. Good ball in by the captain Nitin, trying to destabilize the 2 centre backs as MEG have a corner kick now. This is something that MEG should be using. They should be using their set pieces. Given that their all-out attack right down the center is not something that's been working for them, they should try to capitalize on their set pieces.
Let's see. As Imnakum presses the ball in the quarter circle for the flag kick to be taken, given away by Anil Chauhan's misclearance. And that shot there blocked by the 6 Reds inside the penalty box. They launch a counter. Miranda once again comes up with a nice pass on the far side over there. Shubha Ghosh to the overlapping Ajay Alex, comes up with a forward pass into the box intended for Ghosh once again, but cut away nicely by the MEG defense. This time the goalkeeper coming up with a long clearance on the far side, averting danger. Sappers trying to launch a quick counter, but then proceedings being slowed down there by Shubham Rana. Now a long cross field pass on the right flank. Then that lob harmlessly struck there by Imnakum into the box, and the goalkeeper with an easy collection.
Here's a good shot above the crossbar. Sails over there though. MEG Lalmin Chua with that shot. Got that right down the center. A double substitution for FCBU as we speak. Number 10 Nikhil Raj and number 27 Charanjit Gogoi seem to have been brought on to the side. Will the referee, the main referee should call for the substitution. But another FCBU attack has ensued down the left flank now. We're looking at the substitute Jurwa. Gets that cross and right into the hands of the keeper. The play still goes on, however. Referee's not stopped the game. And now the referee signal for the substitution there. Double substitution for FCBU. Number 17, number 10 in fact, Nikhil Raj, as well as number 27 Charanjit Gogoi. Nikhil Raj has been brought on for number 11 Sudhir Kotikela. The local Karnataka boy being subbed off there. Sudhir Kotikela. And number 27 Charanjit Gogoi has been brought on.
I think the fourth officials need to show who's coming off first and then show the number of the player going in. But they are following the reverse procedure. I wonder why.
A beautiful strike.
There.
That was a beautiful strike. Not a goal someone was expecting straight off the bat. We'll have to take a look at that replay. Superb strike there. Let's take a look at that replay. Cuts out. Lovely cut back in, and he has smashed that into the top corner. Superb display of attacking prowess again. Looks like it was Nikhil Mali, in fact. Nikhil Mali, jersey number 72, the goal scorer for FCBU. Superb goal for FCBU today as they lead by a scoreline of 4-0. There's no stopping these Reds. They've come with a mission, and this is the second game where they've scored a scoreline of 4-0. Steamrolling through the teams. One might think it's a little too easy for them, no?
Oh yes. Shows that they have a wonderful attack, and the fact that they haven't conceded any equally good defense. So certainly a very, very well balanced team, and a very strong contender for a place in the semi-final from this group, at least. Good progress further in the tournament, without doubt, from the manner in which they have been playing in the tournament so far. Wonderful display, no doubt about that. They come up once again with another attack there, but repelled by the MEG defense. Vishnu Vinod with that lob, but then it goes over the line on the far side for a throw into the FCBU team.
FCBU now having the most versatile set of goal scorers, 4 goals scored and all 4 different goal scorers. In fact, so shows the depth of their attack, shows how creative they've been, all given away down the right flank there, and FCBU have another throw in. This is some excellent attacking display by this very, very well-oiled machine of a team, FCBU, FC Bengaluru United, showing that they're here to stay in this Stafford Challenge Cup tournament, and they're not just here to stay, they're here to win. Another through ball comes right down the center. Here comes the substitute, shot blocked. The substitute, Jurwa, making that beautiful run down the center, but the keeper makes no mistake this time. Substitute keeper for MEG Centre FC, Syed bin Abdul Qadir, with that lovely block for Jurwa's run. Vedeshwar now keeps ball possession. Ajay Alex. Suraj Rawat maintaining ball position with his 2 centre backs. Suraj Rawat with the ball yet again, signals to his team. Looks at Ajay Alex yet again. FC Bengaluru United practically moving the ball in between their defenders, drawing MEG out of their position and then finding gaps through. Absolutely worked for them.
Oh yes, Good tactics. 4 goals to the good. 20 minutes or so, plus the added on time remaining for the Sappers to salvage some pride for them, with a goal at least. And let's see, a nice through pass this time intended there for the number 34, that is Shubham Rana, laced through by Ahmad Haq, but far too fast for his comfort, and the ball goes into the box, picked up by the goalkeeper. FC Bengaluru again. Then that header from Nikhil Mali into no man's land over there, going over the line for a throw into the Sappers from deep inside their own territory.
The Sappers now playing for pride at the moment. They are 4 goals down. Would need a miracle to win this game, but they will definitely look to salvage at least a few goals. Keep their goal difference stable again, but FCBU are the clear-cut performers of today's game. Nikhil Mali with that last goal, he absolutely smashed that into top corner. The MEG defense with gaping holes that FCBU have very, very clearly exploited. In fact, a quick 1-2 pass there, but it's a little too easy for Suraj Rawat as he shields the ball into a throw-in for FCBU. The referee signaled for a water break now, a hydration break for all the players, as we are currently in the 70-minute mark. 72 minutes, in fact, have gone for this. We're currently playing in the second half. Here in the first match of today, MEG Centre FC versus FC Bengaluru United at the KSFA Stadium, Bangalore. And FCBU lead by a scoreline, a tremendous scoreline of 4 goals to 0. They've steamrolled their opponents. This is the second match in which they've scored the same scoreline of 4 goals to 0. The previous one was against the team from Goa, Dempo SC. Absolutely, Sappers today, however, taking a beating. They will look to redeem themselves in the last 20 odd minutes that we have left to play, including additional time. But it is all they have left to play, as we're done with close to 72 minutes of game time and 72 minutes leading to 4 goals being scored by the Reds, FC Bengaluru United. Let's have a look at that replay now. Imnakum takes that curler, but it just goes above the crossbar, hits the outside of the crossbar, in fact, so not too much coming out of that for him. Another wasted effort. MEG now, the Sappers really struggling to find their momentum. FCBU have completely taken the game right into their hearts, and this is the scoreline as it stands, 4-0 to FCBU. A foul there on the FCBU midfielder, and the yellow card goes up. The referee has signaled for a warning there for the MEG midfielder, and yellow card to him indeed.
Definitely the Stappers, however, still attack on. They will still look to find that key pass, which has not happened for them this whole game. Very, very few moments where Suraj Malik was seriously threatened, but the Sappers looking to break through the FCBU midfield first, and they've been forced back. Look at how high FCBU are pressing, forcing the Sappers back, forcing them to go back to their goalkeeper. This is excellent pressing work by FCBU today, as we are witnessing on our screens right now. FCBU have taken that free kick right down from the center, Bedeshwar, sending that right up the crossbar. However, it is important to note that Syed is a substitute keeper, but he's done pretty well for MEG. In fact, he's had some key saves as FCBU step up to this corner kick. He swings that long ball in. FCBU just letting it go outside of the ball and cleared away to safety by MEG. Lots of red shirts chasing him as he kicks the ball out for a throw in now. Ahmad Asrul hug with that ball, and the ball goes out again for another throw in to MEG. MEG still not finding their footing as we inch closer to the final 10 minutes. We are currently in the 78th minute of the game today, but MEG today has absolutely not been their day. The Sappers are a fairly experienced contingent to play against, but today has absolutely not been their day. They've made too many mistakes, failed to convert a lot of their chances, missed a lot of key passes in, and that's what's absolutely cost them their game. But today, FCBU are the performers. They've put up a tremendous 4-0 scoreline. Here comes Bedeshwar. Here comes the substitute, in fact, Jurua down the left flank. Finds the substitute Suba Ghosh. Given away there in the middle of the pitch. Another tackle. Lovely recovery from FCBU as they still hold on to possession. Superb play of games here by the FCBU contingent. Here comes a steal by the MEG defense. MEG defense now seem to have pretty much accepted their fate. They haven't moved up the pitch way too much. A long ball being blasted in, but not too much of a hope. It is just a wild ball, in fact, hoping that their strikers would do something out of it, but they're far too outnumbered with the 5-man MEG, with the 5-man FCBU midfield, in fact, dropping back to help the defenders. Here comes Jurwa again down the left flank. He's a fairly quick player, keeps on his feet and pushed away there for a free kick. Looked like there will be a card there for Imnakum. Imnakum with a very rough challenge on Jurwa, unnecessary one, and he's given away a foul in his own attacking third. Looked like there was a bit of a rough one, a miscalculated one, and it's cost them. It's absolutely cost MEG. And
FCBU have another threatening free kick. This could make it their fifth, tying Ara FC's score yesterday against Kerala United as the highest single match score in this game so far.
Oh yes, that foul coming more out of frustration than anything else. Nevertheless, free kick to the FCBU team. Taken shot over there. Nikhil Malik coming up with a lob and intended back heel there by the substitute Nikhil Raj Kumar, not materializing as it goes over the goal line for a goal kick to the Sappers, who must have been heaving a sigh of relief because the FCBU could not make anything of that free kick. Goalkeeper lining up the goal kick at the moment. Abdul Qadir coming up with a long rat-footed shot over there.
MEG managing to scrape away with a throw in now. The captain Nitin, wearing the number 11 jersey, takes that for MEG. Bedishwar, lovely play there from the defender Bedishwar Singh Lashram as he wins a throw in for his team. Today's game has definitely been FCBU through and through. 4 goals scored, 82 minutes played, and they are still holding on to ball possession. They're in a commanding lead. Nothing that the MEG Sappers have done so far. They really need to find their momentum. It is a little too late at the moment, but whatever it is would help them reduce the goal difference. It would help them get on the score sheet. Here come the Sappers now, charging down the box. Looks like he was tripped there, and the referee's called for a penalty kick. The referee has called for a penalty kick for MEG and Centre FC. FCBU not at all happy for that, and the referee looks like he will have a consult with the assistant referee on the side over there, and he has stuck to his decision. It is a penalty kick for MEG. Hopefully they can make something of this and put themselves on the score sheet, but a surprise last minute call there, and the penalty has been awarded.
The FCBU players needlessly contesting the award because they're up by 4 goals to nil. Understandable if it was 1-0 or something, or 2-1, but then with a 4-0 scoreline, you don't contest a penalty rightly given by the referee. So the Sappers have a chance to reduce the margin. It's going to be the number 15, Ibn Akum, who's going to take the award. There he is. There goes the whistle. Ibn Akum taking his time. In comes the right footer into the net, and the scoreline now reading a little more respectable for the Sappers. 1-4. There's no doubt about it. The award was given, and the whistle blew almost instantly when he was stripped. No doubt, possibly the player that was the number 8 for MEG, Ahmad Haq, did manage to take an extra tumble to make it appear as if it was genuine, but it was a genuine trip. No doubt about that. There was a touch, and with a scoreline of 4-0, there was no need to contest that award without any question. And then the award being finally converted, so the Sappers managing to find 1 goal in the match so far. They're down 1-4 at the moment.
Finally, Sappers find themselves on the score sheet today. Scoreline reads 1 goal to the MEG and Centre FC and 4 goals to FCBU. Still a commanding lead, something that they should be very proud of, FCBU, but they don't look like they're going to let down anytime soon. They are still going in on the attack, but blocked away by the captain, Nitin. He was brought down there by Bedishwar, and Nitin goes down holding his knee as he signals to the physio to take a look at the captain for MEG, number 11. But this is definitely through and through FCBU's game. Let's take a look at the replay for the penalty there. Imnakum stepping up to take that penalty kick and absolutely buried that down the right of the keeper. The keeper, in fact, judged the direction correctly, but the ball had a little too much force, and that is the first goal for MEG and Centre FC. Today's Sappers scraping away with a goal. It is, however, out of a penalty, but a goal nevertheless.
Oh yes, certainly. But not much of time left for the Sappers to build on that. Emnakum with that free kick coming up with a long, deep lob into the FCBU territory, but headed over his own goal line there by the right wing back. The substitute who came in, Kinshuk Devnath. Gonna late shot, but another flat kick coming MEG's way. MEG now trying to find the net once more, if they possibly could. Just about 5 minutes or so, I think, remaining in the regulation time. Not much of injury time, and the Sappers appealing for something over there, but nothing doing, says the referee. As the ball is collected by the goalkeeper, Suraj Malik tries to find an unmarked colleague, now does so. Miranda, very active in midfield and the forward line, conjured up a goal, scored one himself, as did Nikhil Mali. So the two of them combining well to provide the pass for the goal and also score. And that could be another goal over there, but that backheader from the MEG substitute Kinshuk Devnath to his goalkeeper was very weak, and that tap from the number 17 for the MEG team, Sheikh Mujib, not on target, just going over the wide of the goal. It is an open goal, in fact, but he somehow failed to find the net.
MEG coming very close to goal now in the final moments of the game. Foul on the MEG player there by number 17 for FCBU, Anil Chavan. Anil Chavan giving away that foul seemed a bit unnecessary. FCBU shouldn't be making too many mistakes now. They are in a commanding lead, but that does not give you room to be lackadaisical. You should be on your toes, looking to still maintain that lead. No reason to get complacent. And the captain for MEG steps up to take that free kick. Captain takes that ball right in the center and cleared away again by Ajay Alex. Another ball taken in but safely into the hands of the keeper, Suraj Malik. Bit of a miscommunication and a mistimed header there in the previous shot that got MEG as close to goal than ever. It was an open goal attempt, but he had sent it over and wide of the crossbar. Another lob ball there. Too comfortable and too easy for Syed bin Abdul Qadir.
Incidentally, the first goal conceded by FCBU in the two matches that they have played here. This time, a bit of a misunderstanding there on the part of the MEG players, Abdul Majid, but then he's been tackled in the nick of time there by the stopper. Devnath, danger averted. The game stopped briefly with, I think, Sheikh Mujib lying injured there inside the penalty box. Looks like he's hurt himself in that clash.
Looks like he's gotten a hit from the boot of the FCBU defender. Been hit on the nose over there as defender comes down to, in his trip, he has managed to take a hit on his face. Looks like he's gotten his nose, in fact, in that tumble, but should be okay. He has been attended by the physio. Hopefully, it's not too much of a bruise and he can get away being treated well. As the scoreline stands, we are currently into the 90th minute, 89th minute in its final twilight moments. As we enter the 90th minute, that is 90 minutes of football done, and the fourth official brings out the additional time. 5 minutes of added time, he says. Final 5 minutes to go. FCBU, the commanding team, the dominant team, the better team today, in the lead. 4 goals to 1. MEG Sappers scraping away with that one goal where Imnakum buried a penalty. Penalty goal had come in for the Sappers, however. And here come FCBU again. They don't want to let up. They want to get their 5th goal in. Coming down to the fancy footwork there. Gets that cross in. Just wide. Good attempt. Excellent attempt from the FCBU midfielder and substitute Nikhil Rajkumar, who couldn't quite reach that ball. But FCBU with another attacking move there. Don't look like they're going to stop anytime soon.
I think the officials have been a little more generous to the MEG team in giving 5 minutes of added on time. And let's see what they can do to at least find the net again. At the moment, FCBU coming up with another tackle over there, attack over there rather, but cleared away by the Sappers' defense. But only as far as Laishram, Bideshwar Singh Laishram, the number 32. Nikhil Raj with a pass, but a wrong pass straight to the MEG defender over there. Vinod, but that clearance eventually landing in the safe hands of Suraj Malik. Things under control for FCBU. A nice through pass. The flag stays down. This could be another goal here. In comes the centre and the substitute Subha Ghosh coming in to make that connection and only managed to put the ball wide of the right upright. A wonderful opportunity, difficult to miss, but miss it was.
The 5th goal there for FCBU, slipping away from their hands as Subha Ghosh, the substitute and the striker who has a goal to his name already, had missed that. A bit of a clash there as the players call truce and the game goes on.
Lalming with that foul over there. The FCBU players up in arms, but Lalming himself controlling the situation by his apology over there. Free kick. Sent wide. Nikhil Raj Kumar, the substitute, the number 10, pushing it towards Miranda. And now Nikhil Malik comes up with the centre into the box, but there is no red shirt to take advantage of that one, and it goes harmlessly over the Tappers' goal line on the right, as you see it on your screen, for a goal kick.
93 minutes of football completed over here. Final 2 minutes. Can the Scappers pull away with at least one more goal? But FCBU still holding on to the ball. Flicked into the centre. And looks like a foul was called there in favour of FCBU. Selwyn Fraser Miranda was brought down in the centre of the pitch with that collision. He lies on the ground as the referee comes in to check in on the player. So does the substitute Shubha Ghosh. In fact, he is also on the ground.
The clearance there from Vishnu Vinod hitting him directly should have been a very hard knock, no doubt about that. But it was not intentional. He came in the way of that clearance and certainly got a hard knock. But Miranda being fouled over there. The whistle went off before the clearance came, so the two players injured simultaneously, receiving medical attention. The game held up briefly in almost the final minutes of added on time, as the two of them walk out of the pitch after receiving medical attention. The game all set to resume.
Few words of exchange there between the referee and the two teams. The referee takes the 10-yard step and he signals to the wall to step back. Bit of an argument there with the referee. The MEG players having unnecessary dialogue. Seems too late in the game now as FCBU have their shot at goal. Suraj Rawat now. Nikhil Raj in fact takes that shot. Lovely shot right down to the bottom corner, but safely into the hands of Syed bin Ahmad Qadir, the substitute keeper for MEG Centre FC, who'd come into the playing 11. Foul against number 17, Anil Chavan. MEG now resorting to very rough and unnecessarily rough tactics, in fact, given the game is at its final moment. Seems like a bit of frustration that they're taking out on the players, but it is something that is a little too late and too much in vain. Nothing interesting coming out of that. It's
It
just
can only get them yellow cards
absolutely.
and nothing else.
And there goes the final whistle. First match today at the Stafford Challenge Cup, ending with FCBU with a resounding win over MEG Centre FC. The Sappers not managing to make the most of today. 4-1 is the scoreline. 4 goals to FCBU. 4 different scorers, in fact, is the interesting part of it. And MEG with just one consolation goal that came out of a penalty here at the KSFA Stadium, Bengaluru. Stay tuned for more exciting and lovely football matches here at this fine Monday morning. FCBU 4, MEG Centre FC 1. This clearly means that FCBU are the top of their table with 6 points and a goal difference of 7 goals. They've scored 8, but they've conceded 1. So the goal difference for FCBU stands at 7 goals. Excellent position they've set themselves up in for a semi-final spot.
Have Dempo Sports Club from Goa taking on the Football Club of Deccan in the first match in the afternoon, followed by the Bangalore team, Roots Football Club, clashing with another Bangalore team, the Army Service Corps and Centre South. So 2 more exciting matches coming up in the afternoon after the first one ended with a one-sided victory for the FC Bengaluru United. They scored 4 goals and conceded just 1 goal against the Madras Junior Group and Centre. Watch the replay of how the goals were scored. The first one there, Irfan Yadwad, the scorer. The second one headed down the net there by Selvin Miranda. And this one, a direct hit there to Bagosh. The penalty for the Sappers being converted this time by the number 15, as you saw on your screen, Abdul Mujib. The stats of the match for you: MEG 17 fouls to 4 from FCBU, 5 yellow cards to the Sappers against none for the FCBU team. No red cards for either of them.